Blind skin. There we go. Chair. Happy to see it. Okay, let's see how this works. No idea. So let's bring our mic that we're having work for us right here. Bring it down a little bit out of the way. And check out here how it's sounding. My gosh, this is amazing audio. Wow. Okay, so we have, this is a condenser mic, and it's pretty professional. But I have a space heater right here and a fan right there because I'm having my hookah down here. And it's pretty immaculate. I don't know if anyone's going to get notifications. We're going to just wait and see. But we got one person in here. That could possibly be me in the stream. Let me know if it's not me. I have to figure out where I see the chat on this is the question. I also have to try to remember, look up at the camera. Hey, everybody. I'd like to say hi to my mom. Hey, Ma. How you doing? Okay, so there's private chat. Wait, studio chat? Where do I get to that? Chat with everyone in the studio. That's definitely different. Comments? There we go. Okay, so share referral link. I want to share a link to invite people. Let's see. I think that goes right there. Yeah, look at that. Go ahead and pin this comment. So if you'd like to join, just let me know. Honestly, the latency is not terrible on this. So I'm just like looking around if you guys. Oh, I gotta mute that. So I'm looking around and I'm like seeing how to navigate this because I have not used this service before. I've been on other people's services, but I was never in charge of it. So we'll see what happens. If you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to click that link right over there. What we could do is we could actually show it on screen. That's pretty nifty. What's the star do? No idea what the star does. We could hide it off of there. I guess the star probably pins it. Maybe. Couldn't tell you. Really couldn't tell you. So we got one person. What up, one person? It's probably me. If it's not me, type something in chat, y'all. Let me know. Oh, it brings it over to a starred area. I see. Well, no, it says back to 0, so it might not be me. I probably should have put a what's it called up. Question is, can I still do it? Can I put a options, edit title and description? Nope, that's all I can do. Dang. I should have put a thumbnail over it. That's my bad. But hey, this is what it is. let's see. So, yeah, we have monetization on. That's a good thing. Wait, might be able to change our. Oh, we can upload a thumbnail right here. We're gonna do the B yard. Oh, never mind. No, we're not, because so why would we? It's of course bigger than whatever amount. Let's see. I'm just curious what y'all are seeing. Yeah, you guys just see me looking around like a madman on the screen. That's absolutely hysterical. Hold on. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, I do have thumbnails somewhere. Oh, that one works. How cute is that? There we go. Now we have this cute little farm thumbnail. Let me know if y'all are here. Otherwise, we're just hanging out having a hook on live by myself. Hey, kid. I wonder if she'll let it pick. Hey, baby. It's okay. Come here. Relax. Come here. Hey, kitty, meow, meow. She can whack me in the face. Watch. Then we're gonna eat her. Oh, bye, kitty. Do not manhandle me. Let's see. How much ASMR can we get going on here? Oh, I really have to be close for the ASMR to be picking up with the pop filter. That's so nice. So is anyone gonna jump in? Let me know if this link works. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is having somebody pop in here with me so I could just talk to somebody instead of just, sitting here stupid. It's okay. Whether or not anyone jumps in, I don't mind. This is just fun. This is something to try out, see how it goes. What I should do, since I can edit, I bet you it does not have any tags, right? Um, where am I? You're asking. Hold on. Let's put it up on the screen. Oh, where you at? We are on the North Pole. This was actually just earlier in the backyard. Dennis and Cheryl. Or is it just Dennis Cheryl? So that was in the backyard earlier tonight. We had I think we got up to a KP index 7, just over 7, and our BZs or whatever the hell those are. I forget what the BZ stands for. But it was a negative approach, which right now we're at a 6.7. I'm curious if I should run outside real quick to see if we have more. Give me 1 second. Let me just go check that. 10 degrees outside. Beautiful weather. Be back in 2 seconds. We're back. It's too cold for you here. Yeah, it's pretty cold for me too. I'm curious. Can you click my link just to see? You don't have to necessarily jump into stream with me. Also, I'd have to like put you up on screen, but I'm just curious if you were to click the StreamYard link, if it will jump you into this presentation with me, or if anyone wants to jump in with me, talk farming, chickens, bees, whatever you want to do. I'd like to talk face to face or virtual face to virtual face. And I think this could be a cool new segment for the channel. Let me know if you think it's cool. Oh, Farhan. We're adding Farhan to stage. What's up, bro?
Hello.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
You are listening me? Wow.
Yeah, I could hear you. You could turn your camera on, or you don't have to. There's no what's it called for it? No push for it. But if you want to chat with me, man, welcome to the stream. You're live. We got one person watching. It's probably
Big
me and
fan,
you.
bro. I'm big fan.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. This is really cool, actually, to be able to chat with people like on a live. No problem, Dennis.
Direct from Bangladesh.
Huh?
Direct from Bangladesh to USA. We are talking.
From Bangladesh? That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That is so cool. What time is it by you? It's late, right? Or early?
Here time
Yeah, like what time is it by you? It's like 5 a.m. in Bangladesh?
7 a.m.
Okay, 7 a.m. Okay, so like your 13 hours difference. And it's the 21st by
Yeah.
January 21st?
January January 21.
Yeah.
21st. Yeah.
You got to let me know how the stock market does today, how they close out, so I can have that inside trading. I always say
I
when
don't
people
understand trading.
basically, so we're still in January 20th, right? So I always say like people that are in the new day, they have the insider trading information for the stock markets. So when the stock markets close, you're technically in the future, so you'll know what they close at. It's a bad
Somehow
joke.
you
It's
are
a time traveling
you are
joke.
had you any relation with stock market?
No, I really don't trade with the stock market. I have a few friends that do, but I just don't understand it. I'd rather put something into like a 401k or something like that and let the banks handle it. Bees are brooding up already in Alabama. Yeah, I guess, right?
But I have a plan to study real life
Okay.
business. The subject is international economics and trade.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a cool way.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people make money in the stock market. They really do. I know somebody he invested into, I think it was Google, either Google or Tesla when they first came out, and he's doing really well with that. And then if you could figure out trade and stuff, if you could buy low, sell high, that's all you need to do. But I don't know. My one buddy runs contracts. So basically, he's not even holding on to the stocks, but he has to buy it if he loses the contract or something. I don't even know how it works. I couldn't tell you. Thanks, Dennis.
Okay. Actually, I'm not familiar to it.
You're not what?
Stock market, actually.
No, you don't. You don't play with it too much.
But real life, trading. I said.
Okay, nice.
Real life.
Like what kind of trading?
Shipment,
Okay.
country to country.
Nice. Like oil, like commodity trading.
How can I explain? Actually, I'm not really familiar, but I have planned to study it.
Nice. Well, that's cool. I mean, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yes.
Now, do you have any farm animals over there in Bangladesh?
What?
Do you have
Farmland?
any farmland or farm animals?
Yes. In my grandpa's village, we have some farmland. Uh, Actually, we grow mainly rice there.
Oh, nice. Rice grows well over there.
Yeah, and rice is the main uh, uh, what is
Main crop.
agriculture product. Actually.
Nice. That's awesome. Now, what kind of do you guys have any like different poultry than like what we have over here in the States? Like any like different breeds of chickens
Uh,
that like might be unique?
Here, what is that? Cow production is uh, yeah. My English going wrong.
Hey man, it's okay. You got to practice, right? And hey, being on the live stream, you get to practice it, which is really cool.
Yes. So, how you thought about buying a farm land?
I mean, honestly, when me and my wife were looking, we just wanted like some acreage, and honestly, it feels small after 5 years being here. But we knew we wanted a couple apple trees, we knew we wanted some bees, and we knew we wanted some chickens. And then it sort of turned into like a niche and like very like a lot of people up here like cared about like what kind of products they were eating and they were looking for local farms. So we decided to like really push in the bee market, and then like because bees are the easiest way for like the amount of
Yes,
area
bees
you
are the
need.
easiest.
Huh?
Yes, bees are the easiest. I also researched.
Yeah, they're super well, they're not super easy, but they're as far as like space requirements go for like profitability, it is definitely more hands off and you don't need a lot of land in order to make a lot of profit. So our next like our five
But
year
do you
goal,
have to feed them or
feeding them, no.
feed
So
them?
I don't feed them. What I do is I just make sure that I don't take as many resources as I like as they need, right? So if they need 60 to 80 pounds of their own honey to survive winter, what I'll do is if they made 120 pounds, I'll only take 40. I'll leave the other 60 to 80 pounds for them, and then make I usually treat them with a miticide, but it's an organic one. It's called oxalic acid, which is found naturally in like flowers. It's just more of a concentrate, and then it vaporizes in the hive, and it drops any like the what is it Varroa destructor mite off of them, so it gives them a better chance to survive over winter.
Hmm.
But yeah, we try not to feed our bees if possible, just because I believe in like a more being crazy. I believe in a more natural
We have
system for
great
them.
production of mango
Mangoes?
in Bangladesh. Great production.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you guys work with beekeepers as well over there for pollination?
What?
Do the beekeepers move their colonies over into like the mango groves and like help like pollinate
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fruit?
yeah.
Nice.
During the before mango grows, there is a flower, mango flower.
Uh huh.
There can be kept.
Okay.
Eventually, it is a way to harvest honey.
Nice from the mango flower.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like does it taste like flowery, like a flower? Is it like super sweet? Or is it like
Something smells. It smells like mangoes or lychee.
oh
Another
cool.
one, mustard seed, mustard flower.
Oh nice. That's got to be an interesting honey if the bees are pulling nectar from
Yes,
that. Yeah, I want to try honey from all over the world. The top one I want to try is the from the paw, I believe it is the mad honey, and the bees are pollinating and pulling nectar from the rhododendron flower, which I believe has a psychoactive ingredient in it. Can't take a lot of it because you can get really sick, but take a little bit of it, it might have some fun effects.
uh, maybe you can find Bangladeshi honey is also there.
Mm,
Maybe I think there is a shipment, mango flower from mango flower or lychee flower in
Lychee.
USA.
Let's see.
Oh, lychee is a type of fruit like rambutan.
Mm-hmm. They have lychee nectar honey. And this is, where's it from? And they sell it by the gram, so it does say 17.63 ounces or 500 grams. This is lychee honey, yeah. Oh, that's cool. It's expensive. Wow, it's $34 for a pound. Oh, that's pretty cool though. Uh,
Maybe it is imported.
it definitely is imported. Yeah, the call us number on it is like +91. Um, this is the origin is from India. This one. Let's see. Let's try to find one from Bangladesh. I would definitely love to
You
find
can
one.
try Bangladeshi English,
What's up, Longbeard?
Bangladeshi Hilsa fish,
Bangladeshi what?
Hilsa fish.
Could you type that in chat? So
Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't really, like, there's a little bit of like breaking
Oh,
upness on the
oh,
internet
no
connection.
problem.
Oh, we're here just talking anything, Dennis. Like, so if you want to talk farming, talk bees, just chit chat, just jump on and be like, "What's up, man? How you doing?" I think it's really cool. That's the type of fish in Bangladesh.
Yes,
What do
a
they taste
national
like?
fish. It tastes like tuna, I think.
Oh, awesome. It looks good. I mean, I love fish. I'll eat any fish. Yeah, having a hookah. It's all taped up. The hose. I should get a new one. Let's see if I can
Uh,
get it off of here. I'll show you. Oh, the green screen messes it up. Even the glass part's broken.
what are you doing before buying farmland?
I was living in the suburbs at home with my parents. So my wife and I were working
In New
basically.
York?
Huh?
New York?
Yeah, basically like right outside New York.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife and I, we worked two jobs. We were working basically like 60 hours a week with like each. And then it looks good. Right. And then we basically saved up every dollar we had and moved out here and kept working for a little bit. And then once we decided that we were going to farm, we sort of decided to like shift full time onto farming and focusing on YouTube and YouTube growth. And we haven't looked back. You know, we're able to grow a lot of our food most of the year, or 150 days out of the year. We don't buy
Hmm.
chicken from the store anymore. We basically raise our own chickens every single year. This year we're doing one less harvest, but we're going to see how that goes. We might decide to do a further harvest in the fall, but it's busy. It's busy season. We're going to try to upgrade our CSA, so it's a community supported agriculture program, and that's basically like we have people come every week to the farm. And they get fresh produce from us. Dennis, we have 20 colonies. We did lose one at this yard. I haven't checked my friends. They have a second yard of ours, but I will probably be going over there in the next whenever it gets warm. I don't think it's going to get warm for a little bit, but as of right now, we just have 20 colonies that I know for a fact are alive. Anyone else want to jump in live with us? More than welcome to. I would love to see how this works with multiple people. I love that I could just like I could search things and it still keeps this up, which is wild.
Do you want to come Bangladesh?
Hey man, I travel the world, but unfortunately with a farm, it's so hard to get away. Like when we have the goats and they're in milk, it is like we have to be here milking in the morning, and once we sell the kids, once they get to like 12 weeks old, we have to be here every 12 hours milking them. Otherwise, they could get mastitis. But
Oh,
one day maybe for sure.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
I would love to come out there.
Come and visit us.
Yeah, man. What's the temperature like
It's
right
a
now
nice
for you?
country.
What's the temperatures
Yes,
over there?
maybe it is winter now. Maybe 15 degrees Celsius.
15 C. Let's see what it is to Fahrenheit. So like 60 degrees, and that's like the low temperature. Or is that the high temperatures?
Uh, it is medium.
This medium. But I'm saying like, what's like? Is
Uh,
that like your nighttime low? Like, is that as low as the temperatures go, or do they? Is that like as high as they go?
Not really low. Maybe 10 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so that's really not bad. That's pretty
In
warm.
summer, we get 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah,
Pretty high.
that's hot. That's 104. Yeah, I could get up to 100 degrees over by where I'm at. Right now, currently, it is negative 13.3 Celsius. So it's 8 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Oh, negative 13.
It's cold. It's cold right now. I wish it was 60 degrees. 60 degrees sounds like a vacation. $60 sounds like a vacation. I do appreciate you being in
You
like all
mean
of our streams, bro.
medium, medium temperature?
Huh?
Medium.
Yeah.
60,
Like
60 degrees medium.
I mean, from what it is right now, yeah, definitely negative 13 C to 15 C. I'll take that. Let's trade, man. Come work the farm. I'll come out by you. Oh, Rodney's joining in.
It's
Let's
too
get him
cold
to
for
the stage.
us.
I know it's cold for everyone up here. What's up, Rodney?
What's up, man?
Welcome, bro. Welcome.
Glad to be a guest on the honorary on the initial podcast, man. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. How easy is it to get set up with the phone on here? Is you just click the link, right?
Yeah, if you have StreamYard, you just click the link and then it'll let you in. You just put your name, who it is, and then enter studio.
Okay, nice. That's awesome.
So
You driving home from work?
I am, man. I'm trying to figure out. See, I don't know how to get the chat up where I can see the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably, I don't know, because you have the StreamYard app. I don't even know if there's an app.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using this on the computer, so I basically got my I got a webcam the other day, and I'm using that. You see the Northern Lights that we got the show tonight,
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
right?
That was crazy, man.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, there's definitely something happening in the sky. It's light because there's only a KP index 7, so we're
Right.
even lucky that we saw it where we were at. I guess we are far enough north. And I took a picture, and I'm like, yeah, it shows up right up on the phone with the long exposure. And
So
then,
what's crazy on the phone, man, it you can look up and you can see some, some light pink, and for us it was like, we saw some reds and greens, obviously, and like all kind of different colors. And then you lift your phone up, man, and it's like holy
Whoa.
crap, man. The
Yeah.
colors, that come out on the phone is like, holy crap, this is
It's
crazy,
it's incredible like that, right?
Yeah. It was hazy. It was so bright. It was hazy last night. You could still see the lights through the haze. It was insane.
Well, you're definitely getting storms up there tonight because right now I'm looking at the forecast. We do have a negative whatever it's called, the BZ,
Uh-huh.
whatever that is. So it is negative, and currently it's at 6.6. It's going up to a 7 kp index right now. So you'll be in it for sure tonight. Once it gets dark out for you,
Oh yeah.
it's definitely going to be beautiful up there.
It's already getting dark here at 4:44, so
Yep, getting those longer days again.
I'll see if I can get I had last night I got some pictures out of the backyard of like some of the real bright ones against the mountains and stuff.
Nice.
So I'm kind of getting those pictures together and stuff, but those are kind of for my own collection. I do photography on the side, so a lot of the art we have up in the house are pictures that I've actually taken here in Alaska and stuff. So
What kind of camera do you have?
what kind of questions have you had so far tonight?
Just like how many hives we have and just some random things. Some good luck on the stream.
Are you muted, or am I muted?
No, I hear you. You hear me? Did I mute myself? Did I mute myself? Or am I good?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes, sir.
I can't
I'm
hear
hearing.
you.
I hear you. Did your volume go down? Click your volume.
Oh,
Maybe the volume
I've
got
got you
clicked.
playing through the stereo in the truck.
Okay, can you hear me still or no? You should be able to hear me in real time, right?
Hold on 1 second.
Yep. You hear me now? Check, check, check 1 2, check 1 2.
Can you hear me, Mike?
I hear you. Yes, sir.
I'm
Yep.
going to drop out and try and come back in and see because I can't hear you.
Okay. This is so cool, though. And I love having a studio quality mic. It's really amazing how much it gets the background noise to drop out. I wonder if I could fart, if you'd hear it or not. Maybe I have farted already. Okay, Rodney, how's it sound now?
Oh, I can hear you now. You sound, do
You
I
hear me
sound
now?
okay?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Awesome. I've put my
Nice.
AirPods in. I think that cord that I have is going bad that I plug into my truck and all that stuff. So,
I was trying to tell you to hit the volume button because maybe like your phone clamp, like sometimes my volume button, it'll get hit and it just turns the volume all the way down. And it's not a problem when you're streaming to yourself, but when you have other
right.
people on, then you'd be
Yeah.
like, wait, why can't I hear? Oh, the volume's gone.
What kind of questions have you had on? Who's been on so far?
So one of our viewers and fans, Farhan, was on. He jumped on with me. He's in Bangladesh right now.
Oh, wow. Nice.
He's been watching us for a while. He's awesome. And then we had somebody asking us how many bees that we had and where we're at and all that good stuff. And yeah, not really much much activity, but this is more of like the horizontal stream versus the vertical, so it's not going to
Right.
be as much people here.
Right.
But I was just seeing what happens with it, you know.
Yeah, man.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like my farm friends jump on it, right? And I'm just going to like see what their plans are for the winter or coming out of winter. I know some of our friends, they have a farm. They have 18 acres. 18? I think they have 18. And they just ordered their seeds. So they're getting their seed starts ready for spring, and they got nice high tunnels. It's awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd like to find out from other people. You know, I know you and I have talked about it before, but so we have I do supplemental light through the winter. Now this is, of course, this is our first winter up here with chickens. So, you know, there's always the prevalent threat of, you know, frostbite on their combs, different things like that, their feet and stuff. But so we've heard different stories from different people and stuff, and we decided to go with supplemental light. So what we have, because, you know, obviously we've gotten into some pretty brutal cold temperatures, 40, 50 below zero.
Yeah, it's cold.
So what we have is inside the run, we've wrapped the entire run. And the reason we started doing that, we wrapped the run with visqueen because we were having those massive windstorms.
Yeah.
And we were having 80-mile-an-hour winds. And I was honestly, you know, worried that the chickens were going to get, you know, hammered in there and stuff. So we wrapped visqueen around the run to kind of protect them that way. And then we've noticed also, and we have the Lexan roofing over the run so they can.
Okay.
So we have an area that it keeps the snow. So there's a completely snow-free area. You know, they have a run probably 10 foot by 10 foot outdoor run that's completely covered, no snow on the ground for them and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then we have lights inside that come on a timer. So we supplement natural daylight. And we also have 2 heat lamps in the corners kind of pointing down the, you know, just where they roost at, just to kind of a little break from the heat, you know, not hot because I know they're prone to pneumonia, but just enough so it just, you know, just keeps it where it's exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to find out. So we have 11 chickens, and we're still getting anywhere from 8 to 11 eggs a day in the middle of winter.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's why I'm interested to hear what more people, if they're using, but we also, a lot of people would say we're pretty bougie with the chickens. I do a lot of supplement, like we had king crab and all that for the holidays. I took all the shells and I pulverized them, ground them up, and give them to them for the extra calcium.
Did you have to bake the crab? I guess they would have been baked, right? But did you bake them again once you
I did.
took all the meat out?
Yep. So what I did is I baked them. I did 350 for 45 minutes.
Okay.
With all the shells whole.
Yes. So make them more brittle.
Yes. And then what I did is then I put them in I get all the tendons out, make sure the tendons are all out and everything. So then I just have shell. Then I put them in the Ninja, and I, you know, knock them down to smaller pieces, like pretty small pieces. And then I put them in the oven again, and then I bake them for 250 for an hour.
Okay.
And then I do a final blend on them. So they're almost like a
powder almost?
Almost a powder. Yeah. So then we do, you know, like supplemental vegetables and raisins and all that stuff for treats. And then we'll sprinkle it in their treats and stuff. So they're getting that calcium. But I'm interested to hear if other people have had success with doing the supplemental light in the wintertime.
So I know a lot of people by me do supplemental lighting, and I'm like, how do these people have 13 dozens to sell? And it's because they're lighting their chickens.
Right.
But what happens with that is, like, if you plan on keeping these birds for like 4 to 5 years, you're going to run out of eggs sooner, right? So like when that bird's 3 or 4 years old, where they could still be productive during the summertime, if you pump those extra eggs out, and even if it's an extra 80 eggs a winter, right? That's 80 eggs less per year that their bodies have, right? Because they're like women, right? Women stop having a menstrual cycle eventually. Same thing with
Right.
chickens. Once they run out of those eggs, which they're all set with when at birth, then you're gonna have less eggs.
Right.
So
Right.
it's one thing if you don't mind harvesting your birds and making stew hens every 2 years.
Yes.
Because
That's what our plan is
yeah,
like you and I were talking, is every 2 years, because we have hybrids. So every 2 years the plan was, they're gonna,
yep,
I
become
don't
meat.
know what yes, thank you. Become
They're gonna
meat.
become meat.
Yes, they're gonna become meat. And then we're gonna do it on a 2 year or a 1 year. So like next year we're gonna get probably another 6. And then I'd like to get it staggered. So almost like every year, we're picking up new birds and we're getting meat from birds,
Yep.
and just tagging them. So we're doing a constant, so we have a constant flow of eggs as well as meat too, so.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the area for it, I would say set up a second run and second coop. So then you could alternate. Like we have the
Yes.
flock 1, flock 2. Basically set them up like
Okay.
that. So like next year you can get another 11 birds, make that your flock 2, and then I guess it would
Okay.
be 2027, right? When you get the new birds, then flock 1 becomes dinner,
Yes.
and you have the new chicks replace them once they come of laying age, and then you just rinse and repeat. And then you
Okay.
always have your flock age will be then a median age of 1 year old, which is awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I have the breeder that we use here. I'm not going to give his name because he does me a favor, but basically he gives me steep discounts on 16-week pullets. So I don't have to
Nice.
do the brooder and all that stuff. I just
Yeah.
automatically get 16-week
Take them,
pullets.
drop them right
And
in the coop.
Yep. And that's, and people are like, well, we kind of do an introductory, but we don't do quite as long as everybody says, because I mean, they're hens. They figure out the pecking order pretty quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
with our
squabble.
buffs, with the buffs
Yeah.
that we had, we tossed all 6 of them in with the other 11, and
Yep.
they were fine. They were fine.
Right. I think we did when we got our daughter's birds. That's how we ended up doubling our flock. We ended up, I think there was like, a very short introductory period, and then we put them in there, and we're like, yeah, they'll figure it out. And they did relatively
Yep.
quickly. There was some squabbles here and there, but they figured it out pretty quickly and stuff. So, but next year's plan is to build because the winters up here are brutal. They are harsh. And so our plan is to build a completely indoor run. So on the times where it gets brutally cold, like 50 below zero, we've got a space where we can have them indoors and basically still have a run. So, they have room to go and all that stuff. So,
What I've seen people do is take like the polytunnel or high tunnels, right?
Uh-huh.
They use those for framing. They frame it out with wood. They put their hardware cloth on, and then in the wintertime, what they'll do is they'll layer it with the plastic. So that the
Gotcha.
polyplastic, it's like $100, and you can get a few seasons out of it.
Okay.
And then technically, it's keeping the snow off. It's also
Right.
making it like a greenhouse in there, so it will be 20 or 30 degrees warmer than the outside air temperature, and it's a windbreak, which is
That's true.
super nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you guys have any buildup of ammonia in the run, since it's like sealed up a little bit?
No, I make sure that there's cross ventilation. I
Okay,
have
good.
ventilation that I have on both sides of the coop, because my coop is insulated and everything. So I do have ventilation that during the day we let the ventilation run through so it airs out the coop, and then the run we have ventilation areas cut through so we get crosswinds through there, so there's not the ammonia buildup and stuff.
Nice.
When it's frozen, it's not as big of a deal. It's
Yeah.
when we went from like -50 to right now it's 23. So I'm walking around in a sweatshirt today.
I
And that's
bet.
when you walk in and you really kind of see, all
You're
the
like, oh,
poop that was
it's warm.
frozen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all the poop that was frozen, and you're able to just kind of lightly do a thatch rake and get the poop out and do a layer on the hay and the run. Now it's like now you just got to do a complete pull out of the hay and or straw and put new straw in there, So
So you have them with straw?
Yes, I have. So what we like to do in the run is the outdoor run. I'll take flakes and I'll throw in like 4 flakes, and it's funny. You'll throw 4 flakes in each corner of the run, and you come back
They
out a few hours later, and
they
it's
spread it.
completely layered. Yeah, they
Yep.
spread it. It's funny as hell. So it gives them something to do, so they can pick through the straw.
Yeah.
They scratch and spread it, and then it's a little warmth for them, instead of just standing on the cold ground. It gives them.
Oh, lost you a little
Yeah,
bit
we've
there.
been. You hear me now?
Yep, hear you now.
Okay. I know we spend a little bit, on straw doing that, but it's, it's
What's
it's
a
just
bale of
something
straw
we do.
cost up by you?
I think last time I want to say it was $15 a bale.
For straw?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
Everything up
Everything's
here, dude.
more. Yep, I know.
Everything.
I was
I mean,
watching
that's why I'd love to have horses, but first
oh,
cut, second cut up here is like
$23,
I mean,
$30.
oh yeah, I wouldn't even want to pay what first, second cut is just to have horses. I mean,
That cost you
only
900
people
bucks
with
a month just to have one horse.
a lot of disposable income have horses up here,
I bet.
because it is so damn expensive, man.
Yeah, that is wild. Yeah, so first cut by me, my hay guy is $6 a bale. If I get it
Wow.
off the hay wagon from him and he doesn't have to stack it up into the hay barn, he
Uh-huh.
sells it to me for $1 cheaper. And same thing with second cut. Second cut is 8, or he'll sell it to me for $7 a bale.
Wow.
Yeah, but this year we had all these droughts the past 2 years. So instead of getting 3 cuts this year, he only got 2, and he had like 200 or 300 bales left. And I'm like, look, I need at least another like 50 or 60. And then one guy came and he took 200 of them. And then I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
okay, I'm like, give me like fill up my truck. So I filled my truck with like 20 bales. And then I came back like a few more days later and got like another 20 or 15 or something like that.
Right.
And we're down to our last, I think, 11 bales right now. So I'm going to
How
have to unfortunately go to auction and find
Ha-
if there's good pricing.
How many bales do you go through in a month typically?
15 to 18 usually
Okay.
for the 5 goats.
Okay.
And if you figure like 5 goats is about 1 animal unit, a little bit less than 1. Because
Right.
each goat is like 60 to 80 pounds, around that weight. But when they're pregnant, they eat more. When they're in milk, they eat more.
Gotcha.
But the goats are nice, It's dairy and they're low cost, low maintenance. It's not
Yeah.
like I have to get like a $2,000 heifer and then get her pregnant and wait 10 months. The goats,
Right.
they could drop kids every 8 months, if you're doing like a intensive breeding program.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. That is pretty. Oh, and man, that goat milk soap, man. That is, anybody listening, that is that stuff is awesome.
It's good, right?
It is awesome, man. So I'm gonna have to get more. I'm gonna have to order some from you, because Jackie used it and she was like, "Oh my god!" So I was like, "Okay, I know I need to order more and stuff." So,
Yeah, when you have
but
soap that has like, our soap is, I'm trying to think. So it's the goat milk, it's lye, olive oil, coconut oil, and then some essential oils. And
wow.
if you look at soap in the store, if you flip that over and look at the ingredients on any soap bar in the store, it's full of chemicals.
Oh yeah,
Even
absolutely.
the fancy nice stuff that there's things on there you can't pronounce. It's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
It's absolutely crazy. I don't
Stuff
know.
like methylethyl gonna whack you, and
Yeah,
all kind of, yeah. It's crazy what the
deoxyhydroxylalline or whatever the hell
yeah.
those things are. Yep,
It's crazy.
it's nuts.
It's crazy.
It is nuts. What we do is some of the soaps, like Irish Spring, for example, right? If you have
Yeah.
apple trees, Irish Spring, you take some shavings of it and put it in a plastic bag and then hang that bag on an apple tree and it keeps deer away.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. I'll be
But
darned. I wonder if it worked for moose.
probably. It probably would. So don't use Irish Spring if you're out hunting.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It amazes me. I'm
Oh, hold
people
on.
give moose the credit they deserve for. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, sorry. I'm going through an area, might skip here and there, but yeah, people don't give moose the credit. They're like, oh, they're just big dumb animals, and I'm like, no, you know, I've been you know, taking some guys out before, and you can literally smell like they've, you know, been washing themselves with, you know, like the fancy smelly soap stuff, and it's like,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, I hope you don't plan on harvesting anything today. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, dude, perfume factory. What are you talking? Well,
Yeah.
what am I said, they make soap. They make scent-free soap and stuff like that, man. I wash my clothes in scent-free detergent. You know,
Yeah. Us
I
too.
mean, especially some of the areas that are road accessible. I mean, you know, the moose they're more pressured, so they're a lot more skittish, man, you know, but yeah,
Oh
it,
yeah.
it, it
Animals will
amazes me
smell you.
sometimes.
Animals
Oh,
will smell you.
absolutely. And that's just unlike deer, moose, their eyesight isn't the greatest.
Okay.
But their nose, man, their nose is unbelievable, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a difference between, like, you know, whitetail, their eyesight, their smell, everything is just like unbelievably keen. And I think moose, their nose is, but their eyesight's not the greatest. And I think, you know, because theoretically they don't have the predators like white-tailed deer do, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
They're
you know,
they're
you've got
bigger.
wolves, bear, exactly. Um, but they primarily, the wolves and the bears and the predators go after the calves, you know, they're calf
Yeah.
slayers,
Yep.
you
Easy,
know,
easy,
so
easy dinner. That's it. You know,
exactly.
separate that calf from that mama.
Yeah. So it's yeah,
I was watching
yep.
something the other
And
day,
that's
one of
that's
like
it,
those
you know.
Yellowstone
So
documentaries, and it was the wolves were going after a bison calf,
uh-huh.
and then the herd spun around and like they like ran the wolves off.
Yeah, they'll surround the calves, man, and they'll stand their ground and stuff, because the wolves will, you know, they work as a pack, you know, they'll flank and they'll do different stuff like that. Well, a lot of
Yep.
times the bison have learned what they'll do is they'll surround the young and the weak, and the wolves can try and flank them all they want, but if they the wagon train, you know, it makes it very, very difficult, you know, if not impossible, even for a pack of wolves to get to them, you know. So it's
Yeah.
pretty interesting watching the circle of life in nature, and, you know, predator versus prey and how all that plays out, you know, really. So
For sure. Now, do moose don't really run in herds, right? They're more solo.
they will the cows will generally, the calves will stay with the moms for a number of years. They'll run, if a mom has a bull calf, she'll run the bull calf off a lot earlier than I don't think they ever really run the female calves off so much. They just kind of go about their own way, if you will. But the moms
Okay.
will finish the bull calf off after, you know, I think a couple years or whatever.
Yeah.
But the cows will hang out in groups. The bulls typically, they'll do bachelor groups and stuff,
Okay.
and a lot of times they'll kind of do their own thing. But as it gets closer to the rut, they start forming these bachelor groups, and they
Yeah.
basically come together and they do false sparring and all that. They're just kind of, they're trying to see what their competition is, and, you know, all that, you know, pecker swinging and stuff to see who the man is and all that, you know.
That's it.
So there's a lot of false sparring, but yeah, they'll group up before the rut, and then when the rut starts coming in, you know, you'll see groups of them still, you know, because there's always the fighting and all that stuff. And then you've got the smaller bulls that hope to rush in and take advantage of something while the bigger bulls are fighting and stuff, you know. So it's pretty interesting to watch, man, the way the whole rut transpires and the way it happens, and yeah, how these animals just will literally, without second thought, fight to the death. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? It's
Now the moose
it's
will
crazy.
rub their felts off, right? Just like a deer, like a whitetail.
Yes, and
What
that's
does
basically,
that scrape look like? That must be huge.
I'll have to send you a picture. I have a scrape that I came across last year, and I'm 6'1", and my reach is probably, I'm probably close to 7 foot with my reach and or well over that. But so I have a picture of, I was going through a wood line and I saw where a bull moose, obviously a pretty mature one, had been rubbing, during the pre-rut or whatever, and I'm literally standing there with my arm extended all the way up, and
That's
I'm
above
just
that.
touching where the bottom of the rub was.
Wow.
You
So
know,
that's like 8, 9
so
feet up.
yeah, and they'll rear up, and yeah, it's pretty gnarly. I'll send you a video I have when Jackie and I were out hunting. This moose came in. I called the moose in. He came in, and Jackie's first time hunting with me, it was like she saw all this really cool stuff. So the very first day we were out there, I called in, I think 6 or 7 bull moose. None of them were legal, but so I called them in. So you could, the first one was just like rubbing trees and all that, and you could hear the alders smacking together. She's looking at me like, she's like, "What's that?" I was like, "That's a moose." She's like, "What?"
Sounds like a
So she
train's
saw.
coming through the woods.
Oh yeah, man, it's crazy. So he was showing off. He was raking alders and brush and trees, and so then he finally got to. We were in a brushed in blind, and he was probably. I'll send you the video. He was probably 5 yards in front of us,
That's
and
scary.
Jackie was just like, she was worried he was going to walk through the blind, and I was like, no, he thinks this blind is a rock. He's not
Yeah.
gonna, you know what I mean? So then he walked off and he was thrashing brush on his way out and stuff. And then I called some more. And at one time I had 3 bulls at one time out in front of us. And 2 of them they started like antler wagging,
Uh-huh.
which is like an aggressive. And I was
Yeah,
like,
where they're
oh
gonna
my
charge
God.
you.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. She's like, what? I was like, they're going to fight. And she's like, what? I was like, you're going to see something that some people have never seen in person. So these 2 bulls, like, they just lock up, man. And it sounds like 2 baseball bats just
And
smacking 2 bats together as hard as you can,
that's really cool.
And yeah, I was just like, and she was just, I looked over, her jaw was almost on the floor. She was just like, so these 2 bulls scrapped it off. And then the one that, came out on top, walked over to us thinking it was a cow, realized it wasn't, so we got a lot of that on film.
Make the hair on
I'll
your
have
neck
to,
stand up.
oh man, it is. It's when you hear 2 bulls lock up their antlers, it literally sounds like, 4 or 5 people with wooden baseball bats just swinging as hard as they can, hitting the bats and stuff. It's so violent, man. It's so like, raw in nature and stuff. It's
Yeah.
it's really pretty awesome to see,
Now, have you found sheds before from moose?
Well, I have. I've never really actively shed hunt, but I had a friend of mine come up 3 years ago. And he went out hunting with me, just hanging out with me, and we ended up getting a moose. Or I did. And he was just like, it's always amazing. It's always cool to see somebody who's never like seen a moose, when you harvest one and they walk up to it for the first time.
Yeah,
It's just
massive.
like
7 foot tall, 1,700 pound of meat.
yeah, it's like it's overwhelming. The size is like it's overwhelming to walk up on that,
Now you quarter them up
So
and haul them out in pieces, usually.
yes. You can't
You're not dragging that out.
no, well, you can't debone a moose in the field. It's illegal.
Okay.
Because there's no way of proving the sex theoretically. So you
Yep.
have to quarter it up. It has to stay quartered up with the evidence of sex attached to one of the hindquarters.
Okay.
And then once you get home, once we get home, then that's when we take everything
Yeah, you
to
tag
our
them. You send them.
No, we do everything ourselves. We have a shop with meat hooks, hangers, and we
Nice.
do everything from field to table ourselves.
Do you guys have weigh stations? Because we used to have weigh stations here, and then they dropped it. And Fish, Game, and Wildlife, they were like, okay, so here's your tag. You have to send a picture, and it's like all digital now.
Yeah,
You basically
everything
call
you
it
do
in.
online, it's more or less, unless unless, so up here we don't Fish and Game. It's actually the Alaska State Troopers. There's a division of Alaska State Troopers that are wildlife troopers. So that would be the equivalent of like you guys as Fish and
Yeah,
Game
Fish and Game.
wardens.
Okay. Yep.
So unless they see you and pull you over or whatever, it's on an honor system where you get the moose back home, and then you get online and you report,
Yeah, you put your
I
tag number
harvested the
in and
moose and this is the approximate location, blah 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 and all that stuff. It's all done online now. So
now, do you guys have zones up there, like where you're allowed to hunt and not hunt, or you have to apply
say
for
that
a
again.
certain zone? Do you guys have like certain zones and areas that you have to apply for the permit to hunt it?
No, we can apply for any zone we want as long as we're eligible to hunt in that zone.
Okay,
But
but like you
regardless, you can
basically
only
like
take one bull moose per person annually. So I
okay,
couldn't hunt like Unit 14, which is where I normally hunt, and get a bull moose, then go to Unit 16 and get a bull moose. You can only get one, but you can hunt. Up here we have it's not unit specific. So I just go get a general moose harvest ticket, and I can hunt anywhere that I'm eligible to hunt in the state. I can go 6 hours, 8 hours north, hunt up there. I can hunt my property here. I can hunt anywhere in the state
nice.
with that moose permit.
That's awesome. Now,
Yeah.
do you what do you hunt them with? You rifle, shotgun, bow?
I traditionally I love bow hunting. So what I'll do is I'll typically hunt them with bow until the very last week of the season. And if I haven't harvested anything with my bow, then I'll use my rifle and I'll hunt with my rifle at that point. So
Okay, nice.
because there's been so many times where I did a live this last moose season where I had a moose. I was bow hunting on live,
He was a little far, right?
moose. Yeah, a moose came within. It was a 25-yard shot, but it was an illegal moose.
Okay.
It was one of the I know all the moose in that area, and there was 3 legal ones, and that was one of the 2 not legal moose. And I was just like, man, it was on live. Everyone's like, shoot it. And I'm like, I
You
can't. It's
Yeah.
not legal. And they're like, how the hell is that huge thing not legal? But understanding the specifics of, the antler width and
Now,
brow
how big does it need to be legal?
For the areas I hunt, it has to be 50 inches from the widest part across.
For its rack?
Yes. And
Okay.
there's people are always like, well, how do you know? You can field judge that. So a moose's head is generally around 13 inches wide.
Okay.
So if you take,
Massive.
if he's looking at you straight on, right? And then you can take his head, the width of his head, and fit it between his head and where his antlers start to turn up on each side, then it's a 50-inch moose.
Okay. That's wild.
So I typically feel a lot more comfortable. So they either have to be a spike, which is like a very young bull, a fork, which is also a young bull. It's with, basically the antlers are just a spike, or they come up and they just have a simple fork.
Okay.
After that, that goes from a fork, then it has to be 50 inches, or the bull has to have 3 brow tines on either side. So like the one I got 2 years ago he was only 47 inches, but he had 3 brow tines on his left side. He had 3 brow tines, so he was legal.
Okay.
So I'm always a lot more comfortable harvesting a moose that has the brow tine, that's legal by brow tine, because when you're out there and you're looking at a moose and all that, you want that moose to be 50 inches so bad.
Yep, of
That
course.
sometimes you can, in your mind, stretch it And that's where you get into, because it doesn't matter if it's 49.5.
If it didn't have that 3 times on either side, that's
Yep,
illegal.
it's illegal, and Alaska does not play with that. If you get caught with an illegal moose, if they want to, they can
You're
take
done. You're done hunting forever.
they can take everything you associate. So your truck, they'll take your pickup truck. There's people that have been caught in their airplanes. They'll seize their airplane,
Oh
their
my
boats,
gosh.
everything associated with that hunt, they will take away from you.
Oh, that's not fun.
No, and then you will lose your hunting privileges for generally a long time.
At that point, I'm getting the tape measure. I'm gonna say, Mr. Moose, hold still, real quick. Let me take this measurement. Oh, don't move.
Exactly, and that's why I always tell people, it's like, unless it's like very obvious, like you can see moose sometimes. It's like, oh Jesus, yeah, that's easily 50 plus. I just feel more comfortable when they have the brow tines, because
Yeah,
that way
of course.
there's no mistaking.
Yep. And then it's legal even if it's under that 50-inch rack.
Even if you're under 50, as long as it can be a 20 or 30-inch bull, but if it has 3 brow tines on one side or the other, and the brow tine, to qualify for a brow tine, it has to be longer than it is wide.
Okay.
And that qualifies as a brow tine.
Yeah, because sometimes those moose, they're short, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I'll usually bow hunt until the last week, and then I'll pull out my rifle. And generally the last week of hunting season is the start of the rut. So that's
Okay.
the most active time anyway.
Yeah, that's when they get stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's, before that, when I'm bow hunting and everything else, I just have areas where I have trail cameras, and I kind of, I know what bulls are out there, and then I go out before season and I start sitting in my stand and seeing if I can get patterns. And it's basically shithouse luck.
Yeah.
Before they really go into the rut. It really is. People can say what they want. Oh, I can do this, and it's like, yeah, but they can take a left turn or a right turn, as easy as they can go straight. I mean, it's shithouse luck before the rut, really.
Yeah, definitely. Now with the bow, right? Are you just using like a normal broadhead? Like what kind of poundage do you have? You have compound or recurve?
I shoot 70 pounds. I have a Bowtech. I shoot 70 pounds, and I still use fixed three blade broadheads.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly like those. I don't know if I trust the ones that open up. I feel like they break off prematurely, especially if they hit ribs.
Say that one more time. I'm getting to a battery. I'm sorry.
No problem. I said I trust the fixed blades versus the ones that open up, just because I feel like the ones that open up, I've seen so many from my friends, and like as soon as they hit rib cage on the deer, the animal, they just break, they just shatter.
Hold on one second, Mike. Let me plug into my truck, see if it's better. Hold on one second.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, can you hear me?
I could hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, it's broke up real bad. I'm gonna have to jump off because it broke up real bad on my end. I think it's my reception.
Yeah, no problem.
Well,
thanks for hopping on, Rodney. Yeah, you too, bro.
Man,
have a good one.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do this more often. I think maybe Friday nights or Saturday nights, I'm thinking, is when we're gonna probably do it or something.
That sounds like a plan, man. I'll text you. I'll text you for sure.
Yeah, definitely, Rodney. Enjoy your evening, brother.
All right, brother.
I'll talk
Later,
to you
man.
soon. Later.
All right, bye.
So cool, guys. If anyone else wants to hop in and just chit chat, more than welcome to. More than welcome. That is so cool, just having conversations with people. But I'm probably going to hop off here in a few. I think one of my other buddies is online. They actually are. Hold on. Hopefully this is not going to mess anything up. Oh, West Texas. Hold on, let's add him to the stage. What's up, West Texas?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. Look at those quail.
I got 2 of these Winola Ranches cages, and I got 2 more on the way.
Nice, dude. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that they spill a lot of feed with those feeders?
They definitely spill some, but it's not as bad as if you were to just have a bowl in there or something.
Yeah, the bulls, they just wreck them.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of cage is that?
Winola Ranch, the PVC coated ones.
Okay, nice.
It's
Yeah, that's
$110
nice.
for 2 of them.
Cool. I like it. That is awesome.
Sure.
Now, are you making content as well?
No, whenever I bought the eggs, I was wanting to record the whole process, but I'm sure you know it's kind of tedious.
It is. I've been YouTubing for a long time.
Yeah.
You should just make some shorts, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, some of my quail content is the best performing content on my channel to this day. People love quail, and if you're starting a quail business, people love that even more. Let's try it out.
Yeah, cool.
You ain't got nothing to lose. You're taking care of them twice a day, like, or at least once a day.
Yeah. Quail's actually how I found your channel.
Is it?
Yeah, and then you started doing the morning milks, and I was like, oh, this is the guy that answered my question on his video about
Yeah.
quails.
That's awesome. How many quail are you up to so far?
18, I think. I had around 40, but I butchered the biggest majority of them.
A lot of extra males.
Oh yeah.
And now you hatched yourself, or you got them as chicks? How'd you do it?
I bought eggs off of eBay and hatched them.
Okay, nice.
Just a styrofoam incubator.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need. If you
Yeah.
get the humidity temperature and everything set, you're golden. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was having problems with is I had a bunch of hot and cold spots, even though it was a 4-stair one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you'll get that if they're
different
not if there's some sort of gap or like leak. Usually with the styrofoam ones that I've had in the past, there's those plexiglass like look-ins from up top, and that will actually cause like air leaks.
yeah.
But that is awesome. You have any celadons? Any blue eggers?
No, they're all. I thought they were all gonna be standard Cotornics, but most of them are standard, and then there's a couple that are slightly different color patterns. I'm not sure what you call
Yeah, like
them.
that one right there. That almost looks like a snow. Maybe,
I guess
right?
so.
It's got the lighter, so it could be a pharaoh. Like we have the couple in B2 tower. Those are pharaoh quail, and then our other ones we have a couple of the Egyptians, and then most of them are just the range, the browns.
Yeah.
But all of ours are jumbo. What are they weighing in at? Have you weighed them?
I haven't weighed any of them.
No. As long as they're softball size, that's really what matters, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're decent size.
I
Standard.
freaking love StreamYard, dude. This is so cool. I love being able to chat with everybody.
This is my first time using it.
Yeah, it's a cool program or software or whatever, website, whatever the hell this is. It is really awesome. Man, they eat so much, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Do you ration them?
No, I just I come out here 2 or 3 times a day, or if I'm busy with work, my wife will come out here and we just make sure that their feeders are topped off. And we only have to fill up their water like every 3 days, probably.
Nice. How many was it a couple gallons on there? Nice.
It's just a gallon.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
only this cage has 8, I think, and the other one has 7.
Nice. Now you just put the poultry drinkers right into the gallon. It holds fine.
Yeah, it's got a little nut on the inside with a washer on both sides.
And that seals it up nice.
Yeah,
awesome.
Seals it up just fine.
So I was thinking about like having a 5 gallon. I was going to run PVC, and I had the poultry nipples, right? So like the metal things. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to run a fish tank heater in it and then a pump. So it would pump it up and then circulate it down. And I would run like a zigzag pattern between all my cages, and like basically have it recirculate. But I was just like, I'm like, it's definitely going to freeze in the wintertime by us. Like right now, it's down to 7 degrees tonight. it sucks. It's so
Yeah,
cold.
the coldest it'll get out here is like 20, sometimes a little less.
Okay. But then the next
like,
day it'll be like 45, 50 degrees, right?
yeah, and then like here in this shed, I doubt it ever gets to freezing
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, because even if it's like warm, if it's like the other week when it was like in the 40s for us in the daytime and it would like drop into the 20s at night, the shed would stay completely thawed. And we have an insulated shed. Even if it wasn't insulated, I think it would stay pretty consistent in there. It has to be like multiple days under freezing for that shed temperature variation to like actually catch up to the outside air. But yeah, in Texas, you're probably golden. You probably never run frozen waters in there.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a few years ago when you guys had like that crazy freeze, that cold snap that just like pushed down the polar vortex. That froze
Yeah,
Texas up.
Yeah, I know that messed up like the South Texas real bad, and then not far from here there was colleges that lost power due to it, like Lubbock. It was a pretty big
Yeah.
deal. But I don't know. I feel like it didn't affect me much.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Better not need those insurance payouts, right?
I ain't got insurance.
That's okay. It's called the wallet, right? We got insurance through our wallets. Now, what's the plan with them? You're trying to build up a market with these guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and build a local market, but I'm also planning on getting NPIP certified so I can sell
Ships.
some online.
Nice. You have to let me know how difficult that is to get. I'm pretty sure it's just like an avian flu test and then make sure that your birds aren't diseased. But I know the state has to come in and do their certifications and all that testing. But definitely keep me informed with it. I'm very curious how to go about that. I've looked into it. Go ahead.
So what?
I said I've looked into it, but I've never like done it.
Yeah, the testing is what concerns me because the nearest tester is like 3 hours away from me. I'm not in a very high population dense area.
Okay.
So
now, do you have to bring the birds to them, or they come to you?
From what I read, they come to you.
Okay.
But I think they can charge, like the state contract people to do it, so they could charge whatever they want. So you can just like look up the fee.
Yeah. Now, do you know what they test for exactly?
I'm not sure.
I would assume they probably test for Merrick's. I don't know if quail can even get Merrick's, and they probably test for avian influenza.
Yeah.
And I would assume those are the only two tests. Let me see if I could look it up real quick since I'm at the computer. So, okay, so they test for disease like salmonella, avian influenza, mycoplasma or plasma, and using whole blood agglutination. I can't freaking read. Basically, it's a drop of blood to check for bacterial clumping. Interesting. So it's not really much. They just want to make sure that like the three main ones, salmonella, avian influenza, and the mycoplasma, are not present. That's not terrible. And I guess it's just a little pinprick for the birds, and they get a little drop of blood, and that's that. Huh. Now, I'm just curious, like the thing like that I never went that route to do it is because I was afraid if the state comes in, now the state knows what I have or what I don't have. And if there happens to be a problem, there goes your whole flock. They're going to tell you need to dispose of all of them.
Yeah. But I guess then you'll know if there's a problem with your birds.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good to like be selling a good, clean product, right? Especially if you're doing shipping eggs or hatching eggs and you ship them, because to sell in-state, you don't need the NPIP, but to ship out of state, over state lines, you do need it. Which is they're doing it for the safety of the breed everywhere, which is I get it. I get why they do it.
Yeah, the whole in-state thing is something I was actually looking into, and I couldn't find any clear answers. But like Texas, I feel like is a large enough market where I could probably pay for my feed costs just by shipping to Texas customers. But I don't know, with USPS being federal, you like get different answers and you try to find out if you're able to use them.
I mean, yeah, I
To
guess
ship.
if you're shipping, you're shipping, right? But if you're shipping within state, it should all stay within state. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure in-state sales are fine without the MPIP. But it's definitely something to have. I mean, honestly, I think of it like having a certification, right? If you're certified for the NPIP, even if you ship in-state, people are going to go to you over the next guy that doesn't have it just because you do have it. You know,
Yeah, it definitely makes
what's
you look more professional.
100%. What's going on, Muffin? Yeah, it's freezing out right now. You ready for the snowstorm on Sunday or Saturday, whenever it is? We just dropped another degree. We're at 6 degrees Fahrenheit now.
Whew.
Great. That's the tip bit nipply. And the Aurora Borealis is picking back up again. We're at KP index 6.67, going up to a 7 KP in 10 minutes. Let's see what the BZs are. We're still running a -7, which is good if you want to see Aurora. You see the picture behind me, the green screen? That was tonight.
They're at your place?
Yeah, that's in our backyard,
Oh, that's crazy.
right? It was insane. Like I saw it in the sky, and I'm like, okay, there's definitely something. The sky is not normally that color at night. So I got the phone out, and you saw all the colors on it. So I took the long exposure. I think it was a 2 or 3 second exposure on it. And that's the picture that came out of it. It's super nice. I took a bunch more pictures, but none of them came out as nice as this one. But when my wife saw it, when Jackie saw it in October, I was at the ER with my daughter. So we brought her to the doctor. They're like, nope, no ear infection. She's good. Just give her whatever stuff for her fever. And then I brought her to the ER that night because she was like screaming. And go to the ER, and Jackie sends me a picture. She calls me. She goes, I don't even know if I should tell you because like it's like been on my bucket list forever. And she sends me a picture, and it was absolutely incredible. What you see in my picture is what she was seeing in like real life
Oh, that's amazing.
when she saw it. And she goes, well, see, you saw it. And I'm like, I don't count this as seeing it. It's still like I had to use my phone to get it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's still cool. It was like some color in the sky, but I want to see like a KP 9. If there's a KP index 9 here, oh my god, it'd be amazing. That's what Jackie saw. So she got super lucky. She also saw the elusive mountain lion that's supposedly not in our state. When we were moving up here, she was sitting in traffic, and she was like the first one at a green light. She starts to go, and a mountain lion just runs out into the highway and literally looks at the cars and then like keeps it moving. And she doesn't have a dash cam on her car. I do. I should have them on all the vehicles, honestly. But live and learn. And let me see if I could find the northern lights that were from that night. Yeah, here we go. If I send this, so it's funny. I have to send the northern light photo. I send it to my Discord and then download it from my computer, and then I'll upload it onto the backdrop. So
Is your
this,
green screen like some kind of AI thing? How's it detecting what to show?
oh, the green screen. Yeah, so like I have to put something in front of this because if I just hold up the phone, it doesn't really do it. It looks for
Yeah.
skin, I guess, skin and clothing. And that's how it does. I think you could put green screen up on yours as well. Are you using the app or are you using just through the website?
I'm just using Chrome
Okay.
through the website. All right, man. It was cool to hop in. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the chats. Make room for someone else in here.
Yeah, I mean we can have up to 6 people in here at a time. So if you want to just keep chatting, I'm down. I don't care. Let me
All
see.
right.
I'm looking for this other visual. Aurora 1 is what I'm looking for. Where is it? Where is it?
Maybe that vegan that raises all them livestock and doesn't eat any of them can join.
I think I banned him actually. Here we go. Here's Aurora 1. Okay. Here. Check this one out. This is
Oh,
what
wow.
Jackie. That's what Jackie saw. That's
We
insane.
don't get nothing like that down here.
Yeah,
We have the
I
Marfa
know.
lights, like I think 3 or 4 hours away, but I've never gone down
Okay.
there to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely wild. And can you put the how do you spell that cage that you got?
Wynola, WYNOLA, and then ranch.
Oh, and you could stack them too?
Yeah, they're stackable up to 4, but I'd have to figure out my water situation to do that.
Gotcha. I mean, you could probably run PEX with the
Yeah.
poultry pluckers, right? And you could run PEX down from a 5-gallon and just have like a stationary thing that the 5-gallon sits on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I think I would do, because you could gravity feed it like that. The only thing that like I hate with like any water system is like being able to clean it properly. And like anything with piping is just like you're not going to get it clean. You know, if there's any
Yeah.
algae buildup in that reservoir, it's one thing with a gallon jug, you could toss it, scrub it, whatever. But if you have something that like runs through pipes and the algae gets in those pipes, it's not good for the bird's health. But those are pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to
Yeah,
eventually
those
get around
really-
to building some, but both times that I got ready to get more cages, I was like, man, it'd just be so nice to just buy these really
those-
well put together ones.
And those are the egg rollouts, right? Right in the front.
Yeah, they have egg rollouts. They come with your waste tray.
Oh,
The tray
that's
goes.
super convenient.
There's room for it to go back and like behind and in front of the cage, like probably 2 or 3 inches each way to
Okay,
catch
nice.
poop that like kind of goes whenever maybe they kick it back or something.
Yeah, they shit out of the cage onto the wall.
Yeah,
I was having the ones in the shed doing that, and I'm like, God damn it, I gotta get them out of here. Honestly, I think get the grow outs from the shed out of there. They're ready to go outside, and I think I got 3 hens and one of the
Yeah, this is what I
roosters.
was using for my grow out. It's one that I did build. I built it actually, I think last year,
All right, nice.
and originally I had a slanted bottom, but whenever I decided to use it as a grow out, I went ahead and made it flat. I don't know if it's picking up very well on the.
Yeah, I can see it. Now, what did you get for those clamps? Where'd you get those little clamps from on the side?
So I have they call them J clips, and for
It's a J clip.
like these ones,
Uh-huh.
and then I don't remember what these ones are called, but like if you just look up like rabbit cage clamps and stuff like that on Amazon,
You'll find
you can find a
them.
pack of like 300 of them with the cheap little pliers. But I'd recommend buying some like good pliers for them.
Yeah. That's awesome though. And that's just hardware cloth? That's 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch hardware cloth
Yeah,
that you made that out of?
yeah, and I just had it setting like in between these 2x4s.
Yeah, that works. That's all
And
you
this
need.
is my brooder. This little corner of my shed with a piece of plywood.
Heck yeah, dude. Love it. I mean,
keep it real
you've seen
simple.
our brooder in the shed, right? It's just literally 2 pieces of plywood up against the wall, and then I have like corrugated metal on the one side, and then I put corrugated metal on the wall piece so it doesn't mess
I don't
up the
think I've seen
sheetrock.
that.
Okay, I'll show it on tomorrow's live for sure. It's right now it's filled with pigeon shit and seed, but it works. It gets the job done. That's for sure. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off here because I'm gonna pop into my beekeeper friends live. I think. Oh no, they're not even live anymore. I think they kicked off. Never mind. Then I think I'm gonna get on and play some video games and just hang out for a little bit.
All right, man. It was good chatting with you.
Yeah, you as well. What's your name, by the way?
West Texas.
West Texas. All right, West Texas. You got it, brother.
All right, man. I'll catch you tomorrow after live.
Yeah, man, definitely. And we're definitely going to be doing these live streams again where like we can have people come in and just chit chat because I had a lot of fun doing it. And who knows, maybe we'll grow it big one day, you know?
All right.
All right, brother. You have a good night. And
too, man.
anyone else who is watching, y'all, as usual, you guys have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll catch y'all on the next one. We love you guys. Tell your family you love them. We'll see you soon.